Alright, yo, what's good, people? Welcome to the first AM macro. We are currently trading at all-time highs. Prices just dumped, came down to sweep London session sell-side liquidity plus these relative equal lows right here. Tapping into this hourly fair value gap. Now it is pushing up and tapping into this 5-minute fair value gap. So, original idea was for price to potentially come back down one more time, sweep these lows, and give me a market structure shift off of these highs along with a breaker block and a FEG. There we'd have a unicorn model, but unfortunately price decided to just pump on macro, so we'll have to see what happens. Currently not the most confident. I can't lie, trading at all-time highs is not the best because there's usually nowhere to target, and it's just improbable conditions. Price could just dump at any time or go anywhere, to be fair. So overall bias would be higher since we've been trending higher and higher and higher, and we've just swept sell-side liquidity, tapping into these 2 hourly fair value gaps. So ideally I'd want to see price come down, give me some sort of nice internal liquidity sweep along with a breaker block, potentially maybe an SMT and an FVG, market structure shift, and then I will enter off of the FEG if I ever get one. So if I do see any of that happen, I will press record. If not, I'll see you guys in a minute. I'll see you in the next macro or so. So yeah, peace out. Alright, so we technically have a setup here from what I can see. The market structure shift is now shifted to here, theoretically. So all we need now is a fair value gap and a decent entry, and that's it. Probably be targeting this 5-minute if it comes to it. See how it goes. Guys, away a bit. What would take profit stop loss look like? That is actually quite a long stop loss. It will be a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio, I'm not gonna lie. Since we are at all-time highs, I'll probably remove one contract. I would like to enter from the center of the fair value gap, but sometimes that just doesn't happen. So about 9 seconds till this closes. I hope it doesn't get to the fair value gap before we manage to get an entry. If we could get an entry right here, it would be perfect. Target this FEG and we'll be done for the day. It's close. But didn't tap us in. That's perfect. Perfectly on the FEG. Now you see ES is tapped it, but Nasdaq hasn't, which is I should have noticed that and I should have entered manually. But since the stop loss is so big, I don't think I'll be able to, which is unlucky. That is incredibly unlucky, damn. Yeah, now it's just gonna pump to take profit, which is not what I wanted to see, I'm not gonna lie. We came extremely close to getting tapped, to literally a tick away, not even a tick. Hopefully we get entered in though. I have faith in this market. Come on, do me once, I understand. Do me twice, I swear to God.
Order
There we
filled.
go. So we are in. Put my stops just at the bottom of this candle. Take profits. I think I'll only have one take profit on this. And we'll see what happens. I've been getting absolutely demolished the last few days. Friday was a good day. Monday I got absolutely shattered. So we shall see what happens. Setup is pretty much perfect. I could technically run it all the way to these highs, but that is all-time highs, so it's highly, highly unlikely. Although what I might just do is I might put a limit seller 3 here, and just for the shits and giggles put a limit seller 1 here. Give me a potential maybe to make a little more, you know. We do have a breaker structure here, which means I could probably, if it closes above, pull stops up to pretty much break even. Only if it closes above though. Which it doesn't look like it wants to do, I'm not gonna lie. Looks like it's gonna be a huge wick. Yeah. I don't like trailing stops too early because price may come and retest this fair value gap one more time and then continue higher. So I don't want to get stopped out at break even for nothing, you know. I need it to close above this high and then we'll be set to move stops. It doesn't look too bad right now. Quite confident in this trade. Setup was A star. We had London session lows get swept. Internal manipulation, market structure shift, FEG. Everything came up nice. We just need this wick to close up. I mean this candle to close above here. Just like that. Beauty. Stops are now at break even. Risk free trade. All we gotta do now is hit that limit sell and we'll be chilling. I believe we'll make around 200 on this one, on this limit sell. If it taps it, like it's hesitating right around the top of it, which I don't like to see. We do have a nice fair value gap here though, to potentially hold us higher. We're gonna do it. Is it gonna do it?
Order filled.
First TP has been hit. We have made 198 bucks, which is perfect. I am going to well, that's my stop. That I am going to trail stop loss up a bit higher into profit. I know it's only 14 bucks, but it's 14 bucks, right? I wonder how much this is. It's like another extra 130, so we'll see. We'll see. We'll leave it to run. Maybe potentially it will hit, maybe not. Although this fair value gap here does seem like it will hold us back quite a lot. Plus, we have a pretty big SMT going on here. So yeah, quite unlikely to hit this high, but you never know. Quite unlikely, but never impossible, you know. The market can sometimes do some crazy stuff. Got now 2 fair value gaps here. Hopefully they hold and carry on pushing price up. But overall, very nice trade. Perfect setup. Absolutely 10 out of 10 setup. I wish I risked a little more, but since we are at all-time highs, the probability is a bit less, so I'm gonna de-risk, just like many people are. I would like to see another breaker structure here so I could trail my stops up. Maybe possibly if you tapped into these fair value gaps. Then I'd happily trail the stops up. But yeah, overall very happy with this trade. All we gotta do now is just wait and see if final TP gets hit. What I might do is I might just turn off the recording here, and once I see price coming either close to my stop loss or to take profit, then I will hit record. But overall idea is every break of structure that I get, so if this candle closes above this one, I will then trail stops below this low, and so on and so forth until we hit the limit sell. If we do, I'll hit record. If we don't, I'll also hit record. So see you guys in literally a few seconds. So we got stopped out in profit, had my stop loss right here, took around 34 handles, which is perfect, made 250 bucks on the day, absolutely A-star setup. We was trending at all-time highs, price came down, swept these relative equal lows along with these London lows, so these are all London session liquidity. Then we came down, internally manipulated, created a market structure shift, beautiful displacement fair value gap, retraced into it literally by one tick, not even, pretty much barely tapped it. I luckily got entered off my limit, and yeah, take profit at this fair value gap right here. And then was literally just after take profit one got hit, I was trailing stops at every break of structure. So right here was the last break of structure, so I trailed stops, made another extra 50 bucks, which I'm happy with. Price is most likely going to reach these highs, but it is what it is. We make money, we move. So perfect trade, perfect setup. It's gonna be me for the day, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace out.